Brian Burkholder. I'm the pastor of the church, pastor of Hollywood Community Church, and I'm the president of the school. But Hollywood Christian School was established in 1960. As a matter of fact, just a few weeks ago, we celebrated the 50th anniversary of our school. And the Lord has blessed our school now for 50 years, and we have graduates that literally are not only around the country, but we have graduates that are literally around the world. I want to share 3 words with you tonight that characterize, from an administration point of view, what we want to do. The first word is the word conviction. You say, Brian, what do you mean by that? Well, we are convicted about what we are doing. We're convicted. We're convinced that God has called us to do this. We've made some major decisions in recent days as to the future of our school, and it's not only come from the school administration, but the elder board of our church got away for a day's retreat, and we spent time getting a hold of God, saying, okay, God, what is it that you want us to do? And we walked away absolutely convicted that God has called us to change the lives of boys and girls, and to change the lives of young people and help them chart the course so that they can impact their world in the future. The purpose statement of our school, Hollywood Christian School, exists to produce passionate disciples of Jesus Christ that will achieve spiritual, academic, and physical excellence and make a dynamic impact upon our world. And everything that we do, we want to filter through that purpose statement. The second word that I would use is the word passion. Because not only are we convicted about what we do, but we're passionate about what we do. Not only are we passionate, but we want to demonstrate compassion to the students that we minister to and the families that we minister to as well. And we want your kids and you to feel that this is a loving environment where everyone, from the pastor to administrators to faculty to maintenance staff to everyone that's here, has a passion for God and has a passion to minister to you and your family. And I hope we convey that to you on a regular basis. When you walk on this campus, we want you to sense that you're loved, that you're cared for, and that we love doing what we do. We love ministering to you. And the third word that I would use is this. We want to demonstrate excellence in everything we do. We believe that the Bible commands us to do that. The Apostle Paul says in 1 Corinthians 10:31, whether you're eating or drinking or whatever you do it all to the glory of God. And so whatever we do, whether it's in the classroom or whether it's on the ball field, whatever it is, we want to demonstrate excellence. And so today, we don't want to just lay out a game plan for you for the next 12 months. We want to lay out a game plan for you for the next 3 years.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I know that in midweek it's difficult to come out and experience all these things that we're talking about tonight, but we think that it's critically important that we share with you. Communication is very important for me. And as parents, we need to partner with you in the lives of your students. And I want you to be fully aware of what we're proposing over the next 3 years. And not to be aware, but to hold us accountable. What we have devised is a 3-year plan for where we are going. And those are our goals, our strategies, our tactics, and our benefits that I'd like to share with you. As Hollywood Christian School begins to develop, one of my heartbeats is to make our school an epicenter for all administrators, educators, and students throughout South Florida, the area, the state, and the nation. And what I've found in Christian schools is we don't have the abilities to go into the public sector and glean some of the things that they've learned. We must help each other. And I don't know that we're ever at a loss for boys and girls that need Jesus Christ, so I don't feel any competition with any Christian school down the road. We must work together, and we must help each other. So what we would like to do is lead in academic excellence by offering dynamic and engaging differentiated instructional methods. You can't lecture at kids for 7 hours a day. You know that at home when you talk to your student. We must be engaging them in different instructional approaches. We must find and implement the top score-producing curriculum that there is out there. Cutting-edge technology. Our kids know far more about technology than we do. We must develop pedagogical scholars, teachers that are at the top of their game. Advanced professional learning communities where maybe a teacher got a degree 5 or 10 years down the road. We must continue to learn and to grow. We must have state-of-the-art facilities, varied extracurricular activities. Colleges are looking for that more and more, not just the academics. And a superior athletic program as we train a future generation to lead our nation and our world for the cause of Christ. That's my passion. That's my heartbeat. So we're going to do that in 3 years. And the first year will be an evaluation year. Year number 1, which we've already begun, but officially we start in fall 2011, our theme will be Failure is Not an Option. Again, along with the Apollo themes and the space theme. I so appreciate Pastor Burkholder and Pastor Santiago. Their vision for the school is very touching. And it's not just a short-term vision. Parents, we need to get past that, the thought of, oh, is Hollywood Christian staying open? And what is the financial status? We must stabilize. And failure is not an option, must be our mindset. And in that first year, some of the things we'll be doing is really evaluating the infrastructure. The curriculum is top priority. Are we using the best curriculum out there? Is our administration, our faculty, as Brian mentioned, all of our faculty will be reapplying. We must have the best faculty on board and a faculty that is moving forward in the same direction. Our instructional methods, our hiring policies, our policy manuals, the way we evaluate, some longitudinal studies on our test scores, our tutoring services, and our facilities and our security must be evaluated in full. No stone can be unturned as we move forward. We must be thorough in our approach. As we continue that and as we go into that next year, the second year, we prepare. And as you know, in NASA, when they prepare for a flight, they must check every single system. So in year 2, it is all systems go. We must prepare for the engagement. We must upgrade our hardware and software. Much of our technology must be replaced. We're working on grants even now. We have submitted our first grant to Bells for $10,000 in technology. We are also pursuing a $75,000 grant from the state of Hollywood, from the City of Hollywood Police Department. It's a security grant which will allow us to secure our entire perimeter and add more cameras and more type of security protocol. That's critical, the security of your children and our students. We must have a pedagogical transformation. What we're doing in the classroom must be transformed. The way we taught for the last 10 years, the last 15 years, must be evaluated, and it must be transformed. Cooperative learning, different instructional methods in the classroom, smart boards incorporating the technology, all of this must move forward. We must educate or execute individualized educational programs. Not every student is the same type of learner. Some kids are hands-on. Some kids are auditory learners. Some kids are visual learners. We must teach to every student in our classroom. Again, we adopt all the national and Sunshine State standards and utilize them. If you heard President Obama's speech on the State of the Nation, he talked much about education. He talked about the fact that we're going to a national standards in the United States. That's a good thing, and that's going to push our students forward. We must make curriculum changes across all disciplines, continue the thriving academic learning communities, continue to reevaluate our policies and procedures, and implement more student resources as far as guidance and after-school community service hours, preparation for college. That's all necessary. And then in our third year, we prepare for our launch. That is our implementation. We're ready to go. At that point, we implement all of the cross-curricular instruction, and at that point, we will level our global playing field. We want to make sure that our graduates, whether they attend Harvard, University of Miami, Duke, Florida State, wherever they go, that they are ready and prepared and are proud to be a graduate of Hollywood Christian School, and that they can compete in this global market that we're experiencing because of technology with anyone out there, the best of the best, and watch our graduates go on to do great things. We want to see a dramatic rise in the achievement test scores. It cannot be average, folks. We want to be at least 2 grade levels above the rest. And so then, as we've implemented all these things, return to flight. We prepare for liftoff, and that's where we'll be going sooner than later. Now, as we move ahead and as we move forward, we must always remember and be mindful of our mission. And as Brian touched on briefly, I want you to hear from my heart, our goal in the next 3 to 5 years is to lower tuition. Yes, I said that right. Lower tuition. And I mean lower tuition dramatically. There is a great population out there in our surrounding community that cannot afford private school. They're barely making their mortgage payment. There's boys and girls and young people out there that need to be introduced to Jesus Christ. And we must make the program that we're doing here through grants and endowments. We're also going to be partnering with a company called Renew a Nation. And their desire is to lower tuition in the Christian schools to make it affordable for every single child to attend a Christian school, to learn and be educated from a biblical worldview. That must be our passion. That must be our heart's desire, is world evangelization. So as we move forward, our desire is to make Hollywood Christian School a flagship for the nation. Instead of competing with other private schools, we want to become the private school model. We'd like to teach and train other administrators and educators across South Florida and our world by offering partnerships in education where we become the epicenter and other schools come to us to learn and to grow. We just were contacted this week from Barry University. They seek to develop a partnership with us and develop a college, 4 master's programs on our site. And that should be happening very shortly, the partnership with one of their master's programs. We would like to make this a community school type approach where it is a thriving research, developmental, educational facility where we are learning and growing. We want to open up our campus and invite people to come and learn from us, from our instruction, our curriculum, encouragement, resources, and materials that they may take back to their Christian schools. I'm passionate about transforming this school to make our school a flagship of the nation where people say, Hollywood Christian School, I heard about you. I'm sending teachers for training. Colleges want to come and use our site. Different things are happening, and we can continue to evangelize. So you understand that this is not fluff and this is not words. We mean business before God that we're going to transform Hollywood Christian for His glory. Thank you.